I'll keep this.
You're playing today. I wonder what you're playing.
I'll keep this as well.
Okay, sounds like both players have kept 7. Mountain Chromox, Imprinting Fury, Simian Spirit Guide, and Blood Moon. Ouch!
Mountain. Alright, I'll go second.
Pedal.
Is that Addercar Wastes?
Okay.
Okay, a Grim Monolith then for Jacob. Jacob rocking a Pro Tour Aether Drift playmat, and I asked Jacob about it. Jacob did play in Pro Tour Aether Drift, and I did not know that. Very cool.
The One Ring.
The One Ring.
Lunar Fable, what are you doing here?
Manifold.
Challenge for 1.
Okay, now Manifold Key. This card is pretty gross with the One Ring. Kind of new Volt key that's been seeing some play. Oh, no real follow-up for Greg. Usually you want to slam a prison piece and then slam a creature. But you'll take a hand that has one or the other sometimes.
I'm going to untap Grim Monolith. Sure. I'm going to cast a Mystic Force.
Yeah, so you can cast.
There is Mystic Forge. Yeah, Pew Pew, absolutely right. This is a Jewel version with Paradoxical Outcome. I was going to let that play out and explain it as we move along. But that is true if you know what we're talking about. Something to expect here. No, it's all good. It's all good. I just wasn't going to explain all that right off the bat.
Go ahead.
Sure. Yeah.
Pitch this. Cast Fury.
Sure.
Okay, now a Fury for Greg. Nothing to shoot with it, but it's a creature. Sam says this deck is so cool. Lord says finally here.
Beans.
Draw 3.
Jacob will now draw 3 with the One Ring. Greg is in major trouble.
Untap Grim Monolith. Make 3 colorless mana.
18.
Cast a Glaring Flesh Raker.
Yep.
Blood Sun.
All right, Glaring Fleshraker.
I'm going to pay a life in exile.
This card is good.
It's going to be versus Talon.
It was even on the watch list. The watch list, everybody.
Untap Grim Monolith. Make 3.
I'll draw.
Fleshraker. I said Fetchraker.
Can I use it? Yeah.
Make a Scion. Ping for 1.
Actually, wait.
All right, now Jacob has 2 Glaring Fleshrakers, and this could get really gross.
Okay.
I'm actually going to card. Throw it out and then I'll pass.
Haven't played this.
Chili yelling at me, stop trying to make Fetchraker happen. Bip said he had Scion, and it's a spawn someone called a DCI. Yeah, it is an Eldrazi spawn, not a Scion.
Trigger.
Chalice for 1.
That's a Basalt Monolith. I think that's a Lord of the Rings version. There's too many versions of every card now. I can't memorize them all.
Assault Monolith. Sacrifice a Scion. Cast the One Ring. Trigger.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
Another copy of the One Ring. Jacob's kind of going off here.
Draw a card. Sack a Scion. Cast the Manifold Key. Trigger. Yeah, let's go.
All right, Greg has seen enough, and I think so have I. Game 1 goes to Jacob.
I just want to see what's in there.
So I was asking, I see you have the Pro Tour Aether Drift playmat. Did you play in the Pro Tour? And Jacob said he did. And said, while Legacy is my best format, I play in all the RCQs, the RCs, and now I've played on a Pro Tour. I don't know if it was the first Pro Tour for Jacob, but very cool. I didn't know that about Jacob. Very quietly playing major competitive Magic. That's a Chalice on 1 for Greg, by the way. Chalice on 1, does that... I guess it stops the keys, right? It.
Bombardiers. Go ahead.
All right, Broadside and Bombardiers attacks. So we did Prison Piece, then Slam a Creature. We did that. Good start for Greg, I guess. I'm unsure about this Chalice on 1, though, how much that's really going to do.
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay, there's Glaring Freshraker again. The other land is Urza's Tower on Jacob's side. There were a lot of Reddit posts and other social media platform posts about who designed Fleshraker? Did they test this card for 1v1? So far, post-ban of the Mecha Spawn, seems okay. All right. It got sent to the graveyard by Dead Gone.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, these red stompy decks usually play Chalice in the main.
12.
Test.
1 and 2.
Trigger.
There's the One Ring again. Akaleth pointing out they only didn't play Chalice when Vexing Bauble was legal. True. Vexing Bauble played a similar role. Kind of cast a wider net.
11.
Have you?
Twitch chat fighting over Vexing Bauble right now. People are arguing.
I don't think I can be on an odd number, actually.
Oh, okay. So I think I just.
I think you did it when I drew a card, I think. Yeah. I've only taken Ancient King damage and Bombardier so far, so stronger than...
Okay, players on the same page with life totals, I guess. I can see a little bit of Greg's pad.
Yeah.
All right, let it out, everybody. What's your craziest Magic take? Go. Let it out. Get it out of the way. What should Wizards do? Let us know.
Assault Monolith. Sure.
Ban all Planeswalkers. Yeah. No.
Use 2 of it.
Monka says Jester's Cap is underrated.
This is going to be a 4 for the movie. Go 3. Trigger. Oh, shit.
Oh, the Chalice worked. Caught Jacob with the Chalice. We'll take a key in the trash. Chalice of the Void, everybody.
First day on the deck. Use the 3 floating and cast it. Yeah.
Mindbreak Trap. All right. Exiles that One Ring from the stack. Jacob's stuck with 1 on 2 bird encounters with 9 life. It's not looking bad for Greg at the moment.
2.
Yep.
7. Second main. Play Fury. Exile and Disembodied.
Fury will be flung to the face with Boast, and Greg takes game 2. We're going to game 3.
7. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. What am I putting back? Oh, that's a really tough one.
There are much less Planeswalkers in current sets, right? They've definitely dialed it back a lot. Don't see as many Planeswalkers these days in Magic. Yeah, they lost the spark. By the way, I have no clue what is going on with the story right now. I thought that this is a little bit on topic, I guess. I thought that Tarkir was no longer had clans. I'm like, what is going on? So Jacob deployed a voltaic key. Didn't get caught on a chalice this time. Chromox for Greg. Simian Spirit got exiled. Trinisphere. Okay, that's going to be pretty annoying.
Probably not enough.
It might not be enough, as Greg points out, but it is pretty annoying. Karn, the Great Creator, will kill the Chromox by making it a 0/0 creature.
Yeah.
Go.
I had to side a little weird because you have also a Bowmaster, so I could go with the Pyroblast. I went with a couple of them, but I've gone with the dead end ones.
The One Ring now for Jacob, and that removal of the Chromox was pretty huge because with Trinisphere, Greg needs 3 mana to do anything. And now the One Ring plus Voltaic Key, Jacob's going to be way ahead on cards as this game goes. Was there enough mana for the One Ring plus Mox Opal? Or was Mox Opal already out? I don't know. Glaring Fleshraker is back, though. Yeah, did the Mox Opal just get played right through the Trinisphere? Did I imagine that?
You have to close it. Oh, it's still open? Yeah.
All right, Greg scoops it up. It was looking pretty bad anyway. GG's.
Yeah, the card's mostly just there to kill chalices.
GG's. Yeah, there was no mana open. Anarchy Inducer is Greg in the chat. I agree with Greg. Either way, it was dead. GG's. Yep. It wasn't looking good. Hype train complete. Let's set up another poll for the Twitch chat. Which match we will watch next? It is up to the chat. They vote round by round which matches we will watch. I don't pick. So your options will be Omnitel versus Rug Delver, or Cloudpost versus Mystic Forge, Omnitel versus Miracles, or Jeskai Control versus Is It Delver. Those are your options. Vote now in the chat. 1 minute. Everybody wants to know why Greg is playing other decks. Our Discord server is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We also have a Patreon, which you can follow for free. Free to follow our Patreon. A reminder that July 13th in New York City is the first ever, and maybe final, if we're being honest, 90s MTG Legacy Open. Now, I hope to do more, but there's only one on the calendar as of right now, and it is July 13th. Links are all over the place for that. Diving in. You just played a mirror, didn't you?
Yeah. So 10%.
And there's Yasu.
Yasu's in here right now.
And then, not here right now.
Devin also has to play. Sometimes, what's his name? Omar. Sometimes Alec is
But Omar plays the other version. He doesn't play President.
Well, he was playing the fair play thing.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Jeskai on the left. It's Audrey. And on the right, we have Herman on Is It Delver. Is it Delver?
I can never win the die roll. It's mathematically
No, not him. What's the other breakfast player's name?
Devin?
Yeah, there's a strange phenomenon. It's not mathematically possible, but every player that we see on camera on 90s MTG has a losing record, according to them. Dragon's Ray's Channeler comes in for Herman.
Well, you're going first.
Storm Chaser's Talent on the other side. This card has been hot on our live streams recently.
I get to go first?
I want to know.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm just asking.
I'm on the point. Trigger Surveil.
I'm going to be very disappointed in you if I don't.
Okay, the Storm Chaser's Talent actually gets dazed.
I will keep a stock up into the backyard.
Okay, a stock up dumped into the graveyard.
On the turn.
Sure. Funnily enough, we'll try.
That will turn on the theory.
Mr. Varga, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it.
I do freeze. Yeah. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay, Swords to Plowshares hits Dragon's Ray's Channeler. She's gone.
Uh-oh. Yep, everything's fine. Everything's fine.
This is fine. This is fine.
It's fine.
Well, Audrey has brainstormed and is saying everything is fine. Probably means things are not fine.
Cards. Not good. Murktide. How big is he?
Murktide Regent, folks. This card is crazy. Have you seen this card?
Go.
5/5 Murktide on Herman's side.
Cards?
Going right after Murktide with the Swords to Plowshares. The only way to beat a Murktide is to have your own Murktide. Right, everybody? Ponder Shuffle for Audrey. Herman's probably pleased with that.
That's exactly what you want to draw when you have blue and white lands.
Oh, yeah. I'll be honest.
A little bit of sounds of the city coming through. The match we're watching right now was recorded at Bifrost Games in Manhattan. Ground level. Busy part of the city. We'll occasionally catch an ambulance or whatever on the stream. Okay, looks like Lorien Revealed is on top of Audrey's deck.
Yep.
It will immediately be island cycled. The island cycling mechanic, as all of you know, was a mistake. It's too powerful.
Store?
Yeah.
Okay, stocking up is Audrey. Stock up seeing quite a bit of play in Legacy these days. Card is good.
Sure.
Brazen Borrower flashed in as a creature. Didn't even go on an adventure. Attacking.
Yep. Yep.
All right. This time Storm Chaser's Talent will resolve. Audrey will get an Otter.
Discard card, please.
Yeah, Shoreline Ranger should have been the limit on island cycling. What's the worst card with land cycling in existence? Like, just the worst card. Like, last pick in a draft.
I'm gonna put some splashes on top.
Yeah.
Level up. Sure. Again.
Well, the Mystic Sanctuary put a Swords to Plowshares on top of the deck, and then the level 2 of Stormchaser's Talent put another one in Audrey's hand. So Audrey's going to have plenty of removal here for a little while.
Keep going.
With these Stormchaser's Talent decks, the Otters can get really out of control.
Pass.
Sure. No. Oh wait, it still counts, right? It was inactivated ability.
Herman currently with no threats on the table. Audrey with a couple of prowess triggers on this Otter. Swings for 4 this time.
Well, you kind of accidentally beat me.
Yeah. I saw it off of the Otter. I was like, okay. I could shuffle this away, and then I realized halfway through.
Exactly.
Moving the Stormchaser's Talent up to level 3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, make a blue-red 1/1 Otter with prowess. As you can imagine, this gets out of control after a while. Otter ridiculous.
Very true.
How does suspend work? Like,
Teferi Time Raveler on the stack. Force pitching Daze from Herman. Teferi's going to resolve. Bounce Delver. Audrey got another Otter out of it. Attacking with the 3/3 Otter, passing the turn.
Yes.
Stock up now for Herman. It's going to be really difficult, it seems, for Herman to beat this level 3 Stormchaser's Talent. At 21 life right now, but these Otters will be able to take a big chunk out of it every turn, potentially, and multiply their numbers.
Sanctuary target stock up.
sure.
Okay, stock up goes back on top of the library with Mystic Sanctuary. Delver comes back. Delver flies, don't forget.
Everyone's sideboarding at the same time. You're deep in thought. How do I not lose?
Corey trigger.
Corey Steele Cutters, played right after Violent Outburst, asks about it. Card is seeing some play in Legacy.
Attack for.
Lord says Herman has double bolt in hand. That could be a good sign for Herman then.
I will pass it. That's fine. That's fine.
Herman is going to stock up. Roger's at 8 life. Twitch chat says Herman has 2 bolts in hand. This is close for Herman. Death from Above says Steel Cutter is the best new card from this set. Audrey says Rakshasa is up there. Audrey is holding on to a Swords to Plowshares for the bolt just in case. Yeah, that's true. A Swords on a creature could protect Audrey from dying to Lightning Bolt. Audrey goes to 7 off a fetch. Every life point is kind of important here.
Probably dead if you did.
Just thinking about killing you
No. Which 4 thing? No. My draw.
this, and trigger fish.
So these 2?
Yes.
Okay.
This town ain't big enough. Bounces the Storm Chaser's talent. Bounces the Dragon's Rage Channeler.
Island trigger. Island triggers. Trigger here.
So these are threes.
These are threes, and this is just new. This can attack.
Sure.
Level up.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll try it.
Leveling up one of the talents now.
We'll try it.
Tap to drawn. So ponder triggers.
Yep.
Okay, now a Ponder. 3 prowess triggers so far this turn. On most of those tokens.
This is 20.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah. I block one, and then you have 4, right? So
Human.
it's 12. Yeah.
Keeper. 16.
All right, Herman gets run over by otters. Game 1 goes to Audrey. Yeah, the Storm Chaser's talent, this town ain't big enough. Dex and Legacy, a little bit popular at the moment at our local scene, in our local scene. I don't know about MTGO.
Yep, that's fine.
One card on the bottom for Audrey. Dragon's Rage Channeler for Herman.
Back to 20.
Oh, even this must be Christmas.
Yeah. Well, who has it? Who has the case?
Oh, you have.
Swords it.
Last game I did. Surveil.
Yeah.
Joker.
Servel left the card on top, then deploys a Delver.
Oh, sorry.
Stopping you up.
Herman knows that this match could come down to a 3-power flyer. Being able to swing for the victory. Another Swords of Plowshare is getting fired off, though. Stock up was revealed on top.
Thank God it doesn't pass.
Permanent control gain hexproof from going back to calamity. Yeah, you can share. I do it permanent, but that doesn't negate the damage.
You can draw now for turn.
Swing 4.
For the heat.
Oh, I guess
I'll
I'm
respond to that.
stacking stuff.
Yeah, that was it. 1,
I think the life totals weren't updated correctly, right?
2, 4, 6, 8.
So 8 minus 4
Yeah,
is
so I'm at
28.
Yeah, Herman should be at 23.
9. I was at 12. I counted wrong, I guess.
Yeah, they might correct it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. You
More than that.
And then I get a basic.
You gain 4. And you took 1, so 23.
in your hand.
Okay, they corrected it immediately.
It's fine. I'm not going to do that for long.
Yeah, yeah.
Stock up now for Audrey. Both players going back and forth, stocking up. Yeah, these players know what they're doing, Audrey says.
Play another one.
Supposedly.
Play brainstorm. 2 triggers.
Yeah.
Trigger 1. Into the graveyard.
Yep.
Trigger 2.
Yep.
Mystic Sanctuary gets milled. Brainstorm gets milled. Now Brainstorm resolves. The Surveil from Dragon's Rage Channeler. Still quite good.
1. Go.
Combat. I will attack. Trigger. I'll target the one that's on.
Okay. Now Brainstorm for Audrey. Legacy players out there battling, though. At this very moment in time, which decks would you consider tier 1 or the best decks or whatever you want to call it? What are people thinking?
I have not played one, correct?
Pass.
All right, Herman just keeps playing creatures. Storm Chaser's Talon is on the board on Audrey's side.
Nope.
All right, cracks a Prismatic Vista, finds a basic mountain. Talking with some people at the shop yesterday about Modern Horizons and its impact on Magic as a whole, and it's really had so many really cool cards, my opinion. Prismatic Vista, Endurance came up, Collector Oof, Force of Vigor, Force of Negation. Or is this Saga? Yeah, it's a good one. That was a Hydroblast, Pyroblast situation.
Cards.
Great.
We have one.
Dothy Voidwalker, another favorite of mine. I really like Baragoyf. I know that was from the Commander deck. Planar Nexus. I'm a Modern Horizons fan.
Yeah.
I know many of you aren't. Mr. Arch puts it perfectly. Modern Horizons has some cool cards, but the misses are insane. Yeah, I mean, they're playing with like high power level stuff, so some of the high power level stuff is a little insane. That's true. This town ain't big enough. Storm Chaser's Talon and Insectile Aberration.
Cards in it? Two?
Before you draw. One
I will keep.
one floating. We play a Nature's Factory.
That's a Murktide.
Moving on to jail.
Sorry.
All right, Pyroblast blows it up.
Oh, getting closer.
Murktide gone. Storm Chaser's Talent will be able to level up here and return something nasty potentially. Could be Source of Plowshares, could be
Doesn't cost all 5 though. Same one. Which one do you want?
could be Pyroblast, could be Stock Up. I think there's a Stock Up in the yard.
Plasma
Unless
Fang.
you got 2 cards. Red.
I put the screws on you. That and that.
No, I wasn't lying. I wouldn't lie.
Prismatic Ending is selected. It will be fired off. Daze to protect the Dragon's Race Channeler, though. Pretty good.
Because they
And two stay at one, right?
Lightning Bolt milled away. Audrey's life total a little bit high here.
discard card target. The only reason he's in here because I'm hoping you got no.
I'll bolt one of them trigger.
You figure
On
it
tap
out.
one of
Okay, Bolts and Otter. Trigger to surveil the Mishra's Bauble into the yard. I believe we now have Delirium, attacking for 3. 6 power flying potentially on the next turn for Herman, while Audrey's a little bit low on resources. Seems pretty good. Levels up Storm Chaser's Talent to level 3, though, which, as we saw in the previous game, could get out of hand.
Depends who's team.
Bolt revealed. 2 3-power flyers. Swing for 6. Audrey down to 7. Or 8, actually.
I got super fun lucky on that.
Herman in a good position right now.
You're playing beans, right? Yeah. And ring?
Ponder two.
No ring.
I'm just gonna count spells and then unlock.
Yeah. Yes.
Kind of sort of have a chance then.
So you use this as the otter counter.
Yeah.
No, because there's no way to get rid of the ring.
What does the rings tend to?
Yeah, so Storm Chaser's talent will be making an otter every time Audrey casts an instant or sorcery. We're just going to use a die to represent that for a moment. Ponder happening here.
That gets that ability.
I need to get that creature out to get the.
To get a ring bearer, yeah, but I can still move up.
Okay, Brainstorm triggers prowess, triggers the Storm Chaser's talent to make an otter. Kind of no point in decorating the board here if Audrey can't find a way to not die next turn. Looks like a Pyroblast was drawn. That's not the worst. Swords DRC. Okay, we're in good shape, maybe. Bolt you trigger Surveil. Good timing here. Okay, Dragon's Rage Channeler is deleted. What else do we got? Pyroblast on Insectile Aberration resolves. Big Otter. Swinging.
I will pass the turn.
That was a huge turn for Audrey. Yeah, Herman with the white sleeves is a flex, I think.
It resolves.
Yep.
I'm going to respond by casting Solitude, pitching.
That's gonna be good.
Audrey's at 5. Herman's at 17. Audrey's hellbent, but has a lot of otters and a level 3 Storm Chaser's talent. Stock up.
3 bolts, 3 bolts.
Yep.
Yeah, there are 3 lightning bolts in the yard, so Audrey doesn't have to worry about that too much.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I'm playing at the adjacent table. I'm playing Red White Initiative.
Yep.
While you're sitting here, you're picking your nose. You could have something playing, but you could have it playing on the TV and you could all enjoy it, including yourself.
I can still have one.
Yeah, I think I will.
Are you sure? I can bring one tomorrow.
I will get Ponder.
Sure.
Okay, Ponder is brought back to hand by a Storm Chaser's talent. Level 2, gonna cast it, make an otter.
That's fine. I'm fine.
I'm going to go to 16, floating the colorless mana. What's this?
Okay,
So it's the
15.
same thing with
Yeah, mine too.
Frey.
Go.
Yeah.
Swinging for 15, drops Herman down to 2. Ouch.
2 untapped, 5 tapped.
Does it just give you initiative?
I'm dead. I
Does
had
it
the fourth.
resolve?
No, if it's countered.
Herman had the 4th bolt, but GG's, Audrey gets it. Control, everybody. Bring back the Mika spawn. Bring back the Mika spawn. Too much control. They're controlling everything. They're controlling everything. Let's set up another poll for the chat. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us. We did have some technical difficulties earlier, but everything appears to be working okay for now. For now. Okay. It's not letting me make a poll. Let's figure this out. Oh, man. Okay, it's working. Which match next? Your options will be Cloud Post versus Mystic Forge, or Lands versus Blue Painter, or Omnitel versus Rug Beanstalk, Teamer Beanstalk, or Omnitel versus Teamer Delver. 1 minute. Get your votes in. Sam hoping to see Lands versus Blue Painter. We'll see what the Twitch chat has to say about that. Our Discord server is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We have a Patreon, which you can join for free. Reminder that July 13th, here in New York City, the first ever and maybe final 90s MTG Legacy Open. Hoping to do more of them. I'm just kidding, but it's fun to say it's the final one. Makes it sound more interesting. How much time is left on this poll? less than 30 seconds. Yeah, that crashed Twitch the last time. Monk is pointing that out. I have to keep these people entertained, Monka. Okay, almost out of time on the poll, and Death from Above contributed 3450 in channel points. Lands versus Blue Painter is up next. Let's do it. Diving in.
I'll try this.
Yeah. Why not?
Ancient 2, take 2.
All right, on the left side of your screen, we have Blue Painter. That would be Rockford. And on the right, we have Lands. That would be Sam. Players are getting ready to go.
You got it.
I'll draw. And pass you.
We're gonna meet this factory. We gotta feed this one.
All right, sounds like Rockford is mulliganing to 5. Seems like a misplay.
No, so I can't do that. I do nothing.
What's that card? Ah, nice. Okay. I know that card.
I have no ways to get rid of artifacts. I lose
Yeah,
this
you're
game.
in black.
I lose this game.
That's the one thing that black.
Shout out to Wizard Hat Cat and Mr. Varga, our gift sub leader and cheerleader for the past month.
Play
Yep.
Fable.
All right, then we just get rid of the Fable.
Hang on, that's a sorcery. It's still my turn.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Actually,
I'm playing around.
All right, 2 cards on the bottom for Rockford. We are ready to go. Rockford kept 5, Sam kept 7. Misty Rainforest, Exploration. Force Pitch Thoughtcast. All right, we have a battle already.
Yes, take 3, go to 17.
Go ahead.
Untap.
Okay, Island, then a Mox Opal. No Metalcraft. Urza's Saga. Talking about that card earlier. Life from the Loam. The Dredge Mechanic, everybody.
Things.
Now Rockford plays an Urza's Saga. Emery, Lurker of the Lock. It resolves. Gonna mill some stuff here. Looks like only a Mishra's Bauble as far as artifacts. Stock up Force of Will, Ancient Tomb in there.
Take 3, go to 10.
SF with a great question. What set is that island from? Ooh. Is that Portal Second Age? Not sure.
Combat. Attack you for 4.
Yep.
The forest is Ice Age.
A treasure token, put you to 13. Second main, I will cast Fury, exiling a Pyrogoyf, no target. I'll just throw it at you for 7 damage. Put you to 6.
Yeah, Sam wants us to talk about the beautiful forest. You know, I do like Ice Age basics.
Untap. Take 3. Go to 7. Draw. Combat. Sure.
There is Dark Depths, everybody.
Block.
Well, you can block this guy, right? So,
I can block this guy.
he's got menace.
Oh no, yeah, there you go. I blocked this
All right,
guy.
you block this guy. Cool. They trade. Take 2.
I tap him to make him a 3/3.
Fine. Dead. Take 2. Go to 4. Throw 1.
All right, Sam trying to figure out the next move. Looks like it'll be Lava Spur Boots. Lava Spur Boots can get pretty interesting with the constructs. Little awkward that Sam was not able to make constructs first and then fetch the boots with Urza Saga's 3rd chapter. That's one of the powerful things you can do. Crop rotation now, sacrificing the basic forest. Sacrificing the forest that everybody's talking about. And then passing the turn.
Trigger.
Thespian stage is found. Rockford's saga now ticks up to chapter 2. Still no metalcraft. Emery might be able to help with that a little bit. We'll see. Okay, another Urza saga. Was I right? Is the island portal second age? I think I was right.
That's probably.
Yep.
Wow, it's almost like I have every version of every card memorized, unlike a lot of you.
I'll take 2.
Bubble you. Sure. Pass. Draw here.
Yep.
Not a big deal, but, you know,
Tap this for mana. Yep.
maybe try harder. All right, Urza Saga's gonna float a mana, and now it will search for an artifact. Mox Diamond is found. Still have to discard here.
I will pick
Taiga discarded.
Make Maryland?
Yeah, you got another land in there.
Yeah. Quick claws. Yeah.
All right, make Marriage, equip it with the boots, swing for lethal. There it is. A victory for lands in game 1.
Then I take. You're gonna get that, and then I take.
Death from Above wondering, where does Marriage put on the boots? It's not so literal. It's not so literal. Marriage was attacking alongside an army of soldiers. One of them was wearing lava spur boots.
Ancient Zoo. Mox, imprint, Shatterskull. You got it.
I'm ready for the Magic the Gathering TV show, as you can tell.
Yep.
Pyrogoyf, deal 3 to
Are we getting a show? I don't even know what's going on anymore.
1.
Be this one.
Be this one. Targeting my
Yep.
Glyph. Alright, dead. Take 4. Go 14.
Yep.
16.
Go ahead.
On to draw.
Looks like Rockford has kept 7 here.
Go.
Mold is 6 for Sam.
Ouch.
There's a saga.
Play Bombardiers. Bombardiers.
Is this turn 1 Emery?
ahead.
This pedal.
Stop it.
It's
Okay,
not.
Okay, good.
Shuko.
This goes.
Shuko. Oh boy. Lopal says at last I heard we're getting a movie. Okay. Okay. We'll let us know. Keep us posted.
The name Bombardier.
You have 3 cards in hand?
Nice. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Wasteland blows up as a saga. That's something. Shuko is interesting though.
Not tapping that. Okay, interesting. Is it working?
What the heck is going on in this painter deck?
Stock up.
Play Chelsea.
Yep. Naming.
Stock up. Sam is very enthusiastic about it.
To you.
2.
12.
Take.
Go ahead.
Untap. Draw.
Trigger on stack. Your stack.
Yep. We float it.
Load. Okay.
Cards in hand.
1.
Resolving a stock up here. As most of you know at this point, stock up is seeing a lot of legacy play. It's out there. You can expect to play against this card for sure. It's been joined now with another uncommon from a 2025 set, Rakshasa's Bargain, which does a similar thing. Some new uncommons from new sets.
Oh, I don't.
Seeing a good amount of legacy play. Don't appear to be over the line for power level for the legacy format. But we're going to continue to keep an eye on it, and if anything, we'll put these cards on the watch list if we have to, you know?
Shadow Spear.
We just watch everything very carefully. There's Shadow Spear and then Grindstone. Grindstone, of course, is the combo card.
Land for turn.
2 cards.
How big is he? 2/2?
2/2.
Coward. Play a forest.
Go ahead.
And the life.
1 for 9.
That's fine.
Life from the Loam. Waste the Trop. Shuko tells us we could see Nadu in this deck, right? Another exploration for Sam. Explorations plus Life from the Loam.
I'll respond.
Untap?
Okay. Well, no, actually, maybe a name for him Catacombs. Go ahead.
We float it.
I will name Thespian Stage.
Okay.
All right. Pithy Needle names Thespian Stage. Sam said if you want to name Verdant Catacombs, be my guest. And Rockford opted for Thespian Stage.
Just 19.
Ouch.
So Thespian Stage is shut off. That has a commercial district. Sam will surveil. Lava Spur Boots is another card that was on the table that you can think about naming, I guess. But Thespian Stage feels like the best choice. Life in the Loam will dredge now. Another Wasteland dumped into the yard. So it looks like 3 Wastelands and a Verdant Catacombs in the graveyard now. Pyroblast was also milled. So this is a Gruul lands build with some green sideboard cards that came in.
I'm just going to put them all into play.
With some red sideboard cards that came in, I mean.
It's pretty fun.
It also could have green sideboard cards that came in. Force of Vigor, potentially. No further plays for Rockford, who's grindstoning, shoot going. Not much at the moment.
I can maybe survive another turn, but then
But if you've been paying attention to Legacy, you are aware that a Nadu or a Painter Servant could potentially be a big problem for Sam. So we'll keep an eye on Rockford's draws.
Definitely not.
Go ahead.
Fury pitching Shatter Skull.
You got it.
Kill your guy.
I will make this an artifact.
Yeah,
and then we'll go up to
Yeah.
5.
I will name Scarecrow.
Oh, okay.
Patterson.
Scary. Yeah, that's good. Yes. Wasteland.
All right, so Cavernon Scarecrow plays a Painter Servant. Name's Blue, which is interesting. Pyroblast can potentially hit just about anything now. Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, retrieved by Life from the Loam.
I will put this into play and this into play and pass the turn.
Upkeep, I'll pay,
Yep.
draw,
Don't find exactly ancient yet.
grind you.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, well, found exactly Ancient Tomb and Grindstone is activated, and Sam will lose that game.
Oh, nice. Okay, you were just waiting. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Moving on to game 3. Rockford pulled it off there. I was saying we'll have to see what Rockford's draws will be, and I guess drew the combo, and that won the game. Sam didn't really have anything to do about it. The Tabernacle was a pretty good tax effect there, but the Ancient Tomb worked around it. Game 3. No signs of mulligans yet.
Not yet. Go ahead.
It's got lands.
Ouch.
Oh, sorry, I have to discard. I discard.
Okay, looks like both players kept 7. Boseiju, which can be good in this matchup. It's played as a land, though.
A buff and buff will be at 15.
Yeah.
Tamio, Inquisitive Student, after 2 Lotus Petals.
No, you take nothing from this.
Urza Saga for Sam. Tamio, another way for this deck to win the game. This is a cool blue painter deck.
Oh, I can stack the ring and draw 2.
Yeah.
Malevolent Rumble now.
That's fine.
I think it works out anyway, but from now on, you know.
Sam usually has interesting tokens. Let's see how this goes.
Draw 2. Swing 2 for you at 14.
Thinking about what to pick with the Rumble. Looks like there was a Commercial District, Ancient Tomb.
That's fine. Alright, we'll do like this. I'll play out
Rishadan Port takes the District and a Dark Depths.
Fable.
Fable's good.
So Commercial District added to Sam's hand. Red-green Surveil land. Oh, and a proper Eldrazi spawn. Very nice. It looks like it's the OG art, which these YouTube commenter people love OG art. They go crazy for OG art.
Three,
I take 3. Yep. Go ahead.
And then an OG art stock up too. Wow.
Untap. Untap. Take 2. Go to 13.
Yeah, they make toast.
Draw. I
Tamio attacks. Rockford will make a clue. Let's see what Rockford's clue token is. Ooh. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one before.
Yeah, Blood Moon got me good. Blood Moon got me
You didn't
good.
show me any interesting lands. I was like,
I don't think I've seen that clue token before. It's rare that I'm stumped. What set is that clue token from?
Sagas, but I mean, I had 2 of them in my hand. Yeah,
sure.
rough.
I want to name.
Where's the app? You got it.
I got it.
You got it. Okay.
2-1 GG's.
Thespian State.
Okay.
My first time playing this.
Okay, Pething Needle on Thespian stage again. SF says I provoke people with our YouTube thumbnails. Maybe. Yeah, Magic Ad's going crazy for OG art in the chat. Pastina has arrived.
Yeah, but
Take out all your racks, like, and your.
This is what you sided this in.
Yeah, that game with Fire
sure.
I had like
sure.
the 4th mana. I would have like.
All right, the people in the background are having a lot of fun, but can they keep it down? Urza Saga's at 2 chapter counters. Malevolent Rumble, okay.
This game, but game 2, it just won you the game straight up. Like I could have dealt with your.
I'm obviously kidding. It's just a very echoey room. The Rumble found Expiration this time. Expiration, obviously a powerful card.
All right, GG's.
4 cards in hand?
Yes.
4 cards in Rockford's hand. Rockford's deck capable of a sneaky combo. No combo pieces on the board currently. We spotted Shuko earlier. We obviously saw game 2 end with the Grindstone Painter combo.
Commercial district. Trigger.
Okay, Commercial District gets played. Servel. Dump Caracas with Tamio on the board. Okay. Let's see how this works out. Okay, attack with Tamio, make a clue. I love seeing those Eldrazi spawn tokens. I like Eldrazi. I think it's one of my favorite creature types.
How many cards in hand?
4 cards.
Pop.
All right, Sam in the chat says I have great taste. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. That means a lot coming from Sam.
And then I'll take Tamio up. And pass the turn.
Okay, Tamio's going to plus here. 4 loyalty. Tamio capable of winning this game all on its own. The Eldrazi, at least these Eldrazi, will not be able to attack it. But maybe Sam could start making some constructs. We'll see.
We'll make a construct.
That appears to be the plan, making a construct now. And then we'll be able to search. Could it be the boots? Could also needle Tamio, I guess.
I know, right? I was like, yeah.
Both. Stage and Tamio have now been needled. I like just needling Tamio here over the boots.
And Life from Home, target a saga.
just make it no longer a concern. So, Life from the Loam now. Yavimaya, Urza's Saga, Rishadan Port. Yeah, not even signed Eldrazi tokens. People that play other card games, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Flesh and Blood, etc., do they also get their cards signed, or is that just a Magic thing? Does anybody know? Okay, Yu-Gi-Oh, apparently not.
Excellent first turn, and then do nothing the rest of the game. Let's go. Yeah, I did something on my first turn, and that was it. I died on like turn.
Okay, Emery. Seems like it is definitely not a thing to sign cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, according to the chat.
Along in the graveyard. Yes.
Well,
I've never been a get my cards signed guy. Like, I've never done that, but... Oh, there's Nadu. But, if it's true that Magic is unique in that way, which I don't know, good for us. Magic kind of, I don't know, takes care of their artists, I guess. Shows them love. People that create the visuals for our game. All right, Talon Gates of Madara, one of the cards returned, this time with Life from the Loam. Caracas as well. Caracas will be useful. Nadu makes a little awkward, though.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I was just putting them. I wasn't putting them into play. I was just like, here.
oh, good. Yeah.
I'm doing it again. I hope people excellent first turn and do nothing the rest of the game. I didn't know how to
Okay, Red Blast on Nadu. Triggers Nadu. Mishra's Bauble to hand. It is blown up. Now a Caracas on Emery. This Talon Gates of Madara could end up being pretty big in this game, because you can play it from hand. With its activated ability, I mean. Yeah, Dextro saying sign cards is my bling, meaning their bling. Magic players have a variety of different things that they really enjoy about the collecting side of this game. I'm not really into sign cards or foils, really. I have some, but I don't really go crazy. Painter's Servant, okay. Name's blue again. All the Pyroblast and Red Blast on Sam's side. That could be something that could backfire, but I'm sure Rockford has reasons for naming blue related to the cards in his own 75. There are the blue pit. Oh, all right. So switching to green. So naming green then.
I just don't want to get blasted again.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Oh yeah. And you're on like how many periods?
Let me think. You have how many cards? Again?
2.
I made it work. I cut. I'm only running 3 of the was the Shadow Skulls and the other thing.
Sure thing, yeah.
3 each.
Yeah.
The initiative is not so good.
Yes, yes. I think it was cut in favor of
Thoughtcast on the stack.
Fire. I'm surprised you shot it.
Needle end stage shut off by Tamio end stage shut off by needles. That's why Tamio hasn't moved. Constructs have been going right after Rockford instead. Maybe Sam feels like this Thoughtcast is an Aurora accidentally revealed there.
Because I can put that it's just, that's why I run. I just run the draw.
I run one of our
I also
Stock up?
I'm running also
Is that one?
Same, yeah, one of them.
Now a stock up for Rockford. Sam having a think. Force of Vigor in response. Pitching Talongates of Madara. Yeah, naming green with the painter kind of hurts.
I was like, it's right there.
All right, Pithing Needle and Painter, you said?
Yeah.
Man. That's brutal.
And now you can find another painter.
Yeah, naming green maybe wasn't the best either. Stage is back on.
To be fair, specifically built tier 1 deck.
That was a big Force of Vigor. Stock up resolving, though.
Sorry. I'm not like that.
You go the same format, probably. I'm like, okay. Like, I was playing red-green. I'm like, fine.
Yeah, Hex Union Square now has Legacy here in New York City. I'm hoping to make it soon. It is a nice space. Lord, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Painter on green kind of didn't work out. Maybe. Urza Saga gets played. Talongates of Madara getting exiled is something, though. Shuko, okay. Mishra's Bobble going to take a look. Look like a Pyroblast on top. Ouch.
Yeah. I'll dredge loan.
All right, just going to dredge those. Pyroblast won't be relevant. No new lands added to the graveyard. Loam is returned to hand. Yavamaya and Dark Depths are in the graveyard, I believe. Thespian Stage is now back up and running. A Marit Lage could be a problem.
I will target Yavamaya.
There is a Caracas to mess with Nadu.
Because try this.
Trap rotation. Procedure? Where's my This is in here.
This is in your upkeep.
This is my.
Oh, you've already drawn.
I've already drawn. This is my main phase. Sorry, this is on 2.
Okay. The Urza Saga not being updated yet, and the construct wasn't untapped. So this is in the main phase now. Crop rotation, sacking. It looked like Yavamaya or Boseiju. One of those. Whichever one was in play.
Because I don't know how to work. Yeah.
So let's see. So this is on 2 now.
Yeah.
It just
It just ticked up to 2. Sorry, I forgot to do that.
Yeah, Urza Saga just reached Chapter 2 this turn. So Chapter 3 will be next turn. Okay, the Boseiju was sacked and trying to get it back with Life from Alone. That makes a lot of sense.
Sure. Go you.
Crop rotation on the stack, though. Rockford with a lonely Shuko and a disabled Tamio on the board. The needle is disabling it.
I guess that resolves.
Okay, crop rotation is going to resolve. Rockford's not happy about it, but it's happening. What does Sam look for here? All right, just a wasteland.
And then wasteland your
Wasteland could do some serious damage here, actually, with exploration and loam. Okay, going after ancient tomb. Okay. Be honest, I wasn't expecting that.
There's the force. Yeah.
Okay, force of negation on the loam. So the loam is exiled. That's the end of Life from the Loam for now. I don't believe there's another copy. Yeah, I don't think there's another copy in the yard right now.
And attack for 3.
Making a construct, though, attacking for 3. Rockford drops to 6. Emery was pitched to force. Caracas is open. Urza Saga on Rockford's side now tick up to 2. Rockford's life total is dangerously low. Yeah, it's likely that blue painter is the top painter deck at the moment, thanks to stock up and just the current metagame demanding more counter magic and stuff like that.
6.
Interacts better with the stuff we're seeing in the wild right now, I think.
Wizard.
Cavern on Wizard. What was the other one on? I don't remember. Maybe Bird. Or was it the Scarecrow one? I don't know. Yeah, this is basically Nadu Painter, which I didn't expect. Let me queued up this match to watch. I didn't know it was going to be a Nadu deck. It's pretty cool. Construct is created. It gets equipped with Shuko. It could play some defense. Is Nadu in Rockford's hand then? Have I lost track of Nadu? Not sure.
Another construct.
Sometimes chatting with the chat, I lose track of things.
Well, that's a very Jordan move as you die.
All right, Urza Saga makes a construct. Now we'll search for an artifact. There are the boots.
There it is.
Attack this. Equip the boots to the unsummoning sick one. Attack you. What was the last card?
That is the match. Last card was Odawara. Okay. Last card was Odawara. But not enough mana.
Yeah, good game.
GG's.
Okay, so can I see the deck now?
Sam gets it and wants to look at Rockford's deck. Nicely played. Voodoo Games, thank you for the resub with Prime. 7 months. Legacy Gaming alive, but Control is dead. Wow. They brought back Control, Voodoo. Don't worry. They brought it back. They banned the Mecha Spawn. It's all fixed now. They fixed Legacy. Nothing to complain about anymore. Yeah. Let's set up another poll for the chat. Which match next? Your options will be Jeskai Control versus Blue-Black Show and Tell. Omnitel versus Jeskai Control. Cephalid Breakfast versus Teamer Beanstalk. Cloud Post versus Mystic Forge. Or Miracles versus Is It Delver? 1 minute. Get your votes in. All right, Magic Ads is here to defend Nadu, turns out. Our Discord is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. We also have a Patreon, which you can join for free, and you should. Keep up with everything we have going on our Patreon. And a reminder that July 13th here in New York City is the first ever 90s MTG Legacy Open at Hex West in Manhattan. 128 players. Tickets are on sale. See you there, I guess. All right, where are we on this poll? Less than 30 seconds. Lots of votes. Almost out of time. Twitch chat wants to see Jeskai versus Blue Black Show and Tell. Audrey contributed 1350 in channel points. Let's do it. Diving in.
Yeah, it was not. This is on the job. Yeah.
All right, Audrey on the left with Jeskai Control, and on the right we have Demir Show and Tell. We've seen this deck a few times on stream. It's a bit of a brew. It's pretty cool. I'm curious to see how this plays out. As most of you know, Show and Tell decks are pretty hot right now in Legacy. The Omni-Tell decks, the blue-green version, very popular right now. This is a blue-black version. Yeah, Mysterized Village could be in there. I don't know that it is or isn't. Could be in there.
No, I cannot.
Okay, that looked like a mulligan to 5. We are ready to go. Tameo on turn 1. Using a basic island.
It's all good. It's all.
Traders?
Go ahead. I'm sorry. 18 or 19. Yeah. Oh, that was my first.
Still?
All right, this is, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but
3, 4 with a creature card.
Yggdrasil from Assassin's Creed. The Rebirth Engine. Okay, a Brainstorm in response is going to end up flipping Tameo. A Brainstorm now is going to flip Tameo. It has made a clue.
Glossy.
That wasn't in response. I said response by accident.
Fetch a Tundra, play another one of us.
All right, now in replacement Tameo. Student has been played. Tameo is up to 4 loyalty. Okay, so it looks like a Show and Tell was milled there. And happened so fast, I didn't get to see what else was milled. The Rebirth Engine is a cool card, though.
Did you not play land? Because you gave last turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Draw. It's all good.
Dr. Pepper, thank you for the resub with Prime. 13 months. Appreciate it. Okay, a Lotus Petal and a Cunning Wish, I believe? Or is that a Brain Surge under there?
3 mana, we will.
Okay, it is Brain Surge. Vesuvian Drifter.
Top of the deck, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Sure. Okay. Look at the top card.
After you heal it? Oh, you look. Yeah, go ahead.
I can look at any time. And I pass it.
Okay, so Vesuvian Drifter being able to look at the top of the deck, become a copy of something there. Yggdrasil is going to continue milling stuff, and then for 4 mana could put a creature exiled with it into play with haste. You could see some crazy things happen here. All right, Vesuvian Drifter has been removed, though. Swords to Plowshares went right after it.
Get the lightning.
Tamio has +6. Tamio... Oh, okay, Tamio goes to 1, actually. Gets a Swords to Plowshares. All right, fair enough. Milling Chalice, Omniscience, Keen Duelist. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Audrey prioritized returning the swords. I like that play. Aware that, you know, a bunch of us are aware of this blue-black show and tell deck. We've seen it at our locals for a while now. Keen Duelist, Vesuvian Drifter, and some other nasty creatures like Archon of Cruelty could potentially be reasons why Audrey wanted to get that Swords to Plowshares back in hand. Audrey's now going to fire off a Prismatic Ending on the Yggdrasil Rebirth Engine.
It resolves. So draw 4, put 2 back.
Yeah, Audrey is right. There are enough small creatures in this version of the Show and Tell deck that Swords to Plowshares is valuable here.
Still on the stack.
All right, Prismatic Ending successfully removes Yggdrasil. I don't know, though, if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. Tamio makes a clue. Other Tamio pluses to 3 loyalty.
Oh, yeah, those are, I guess. Because none of you guys
He doesn't
know
know
those.
that it's
Yep.
the same.
Yeah, go ahead.
Draw.
Yeah, the cards exiled with the Rebirth Engine are just gone now.
It will.
Your mom's friend just posted pictures of us on Facebook.
Yggdrasil? I don't know.
Any duelist? Actually, what? Yeah, I needed the black. Pass to you. Gain 2 more. 2? Oh, yeah.
Okay, Keen Duelist is immediately removed by the swords we knew about. Audrey has been able to fight off some combo-y cards already.
Stock up.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's the 2 of the 5.
Yeah, yeah.
You should be playing this card.
I know, I just haven't gotten mine.
3 cards, I believe.
It's a sorcery, though.
Plus.
Okay, Tamio goes up to 5 loyalty. The other Tamio makes a 3rd clue. The basic land on the Dimir side is an island. So passes the turn.
Impulse? Sure. 1 mana floating. Yep.
Impulse, okay.
4 cards. This is too painful. Let's just go to next game.
Okay, going to game 2. Audrey up a game.
I'm keeping.
All right, 1 card on the bottom for each. A mold of 6 for both players. Ancient Tomb, Lotus Petal.
And show and tell. Oh.
Show and Tell resolving. Dress Down and Attracta. Oh, boy.
You have a 7/7.
I'm sorry?
You don't. You have a 7/7 trigger.
Yeah.
It has no abilities.
Go ahead.
I mean, the 7/7 is still.
Yeah, but you can swords it.
I draw it, yeah. And stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Atraxa had nothing on enters, but still a 7/7 flyer with lifelink and all that stuff. Now a ponder. What about the play pattern of show and tell Atraxa into play on turn 1? Is that a good play pattern? Did they test show and tell for 1v1? Chili has no idea what's going on.
Swing for 7.
17/24.
And then 22. Sorry. Show and tell again.
Okay, another show and tell is at the stack. Another card put face down. Archon of Cruelty and a mountain. Alright, Prismatic Ending is discarded. Archon plus Atraxa going to be hard to beat here. Lorien revealed has been island cycled. Potentially Audrey's final turn of the game about to happen.
Just double show and tell that once. I have a draw, and even then. It's like...
Magic Ed says show and tell was before the internet was big. Is show and tell, was that card a mistake, chat? Was it a mistake?
2 tap land.
Which card is a bigger mistake, show and tell or or expressive iteration?
One card?
Yep.
Wow. Yep. 31.
31.
Okay, Pyroblast.
Oh my goodness, swords and Pyroblast? All right, we cleared the board.
See your turn 1 or turn 1 you can play already.
29.
Again?
No, it's not. Keen Duelist.
Sure.
All right, Keen Duelist could be kind of gross. In this deck, obviously there are a lot of high mana value things. Audrey has played a Tameo. Managed to fight off a Atraxa and an Archon of Cruelty and save the day. Okay, a Keen Duelist are revealed on top. Force of Will for Audrey, though.
Oh, we draw it. It's crazy.
Yeah. So you have 3 cards.
Audrey getting that Force of Will is pretty good and dealt 5 damage.
Combo Bristol Bow. Trigger, target Bristol Bow.
Drifter.
All right, Vesuvian Drifter is going to eat that force, pitching another force. The Drifter is countered.
Is there anything that I don't die, but I die re-attacking with you?
You're gonna say you won in one round.
Audrey's at 7 life. Obviously, this Keen Duelist could end the game on the next turn.
Yep.
Okay, Tammy's going to attack, make a clue. Sack the clue. Looking for answers, I guess. Needs to get this Keen Duelist off the board. Keen Duelist trigger. 4th year Lingus for Audrey. Chalice. Chalice, okay. Well, 0 damage to Audrey that time. Caught a break. Chalice of the Void. Audrey has a 4th year Lingus. One of the win cons in the deck. Keen Duelist will attack. And now, another Keen Duelist. Okay. Lorien revealed getting island cycled.
Trigger, and also trigger.
It's in my hand.
Yep.
Yeah, the Tundra is in hand, not in play.
That's good.
You should end up keeping prime time in there,
Play a Tundra.
Two Keen Duelists on the other side of the table with 5 life. Audrey is really going to be likely to lose on this next turn from Keen Duelist triggers. Trying to figure it out now. How do we prevent that from happening? And the Keen Duelist can obviously attack as well. The Wandering Emperor is not bad.
Yep. I'll exile this, gain 2 life.
Yes.
I'm gonna fetch to 6.
4 mana, exile target Keen Duelist, and gain 2 life. Pretty good right now. Mystic Sanctuary, gonna put Force of Will on top. Force of Will, of course, will be drawn off the Keen Duelist now and deal 5 damage.
Yep.
Trigger 5.
Oh, come on.
All right, a Polluted Delta on top of the deck. No damage to Audrey that time. Audrey catching a break on these Keen Duelist triggers. There are a lot of cards in the Show and Tell deck that could end the game there.
Fetch to 12. Got 2.
Yep.
Toss on 1.
It's fine. Actually, sorry. Is that fine?
Soul Guide. I'll exile the Sweet Sun.
Yep.
Chalice on 1 on the stack. Audrey thinking about forcing it, and he will. Going to 5, pitching a stock up. It's countered. Audrey still needs to beat this Keen Duelist. It could still end the game on the following turn. Audrey's bought time. And been given time a few times here on those triggers. Luck may run out.
Go ahead. I'm gonna think for a second.
Looks like a 4th year Lingus in hand for Audrey, but I don't know how high priority that is at the moment.
Sanctuary target Hunter.
Response. Pass it endurance.
It's possible Tamia will also have to stay back as a blocker. The Wandering Emperor could get rid of itself and make a Samurai. All right, just going to plus. Give Tamia a plus one counter. That's not the worst. That's not the worst.
In a while, she said.
Oh, yeah.
430, this for 1.
Yep.
Okay, 4th year Lingus, X is 1. There is the Human Warrior token. Attack with Tamio, make a clue.
Can't block.
Trigger for the Monarchy. Go to end step, trigger.
Actually, sorry.
Draw.
I'm gonna take that.
Steal your end step.
I'm gonna land.
Stomp. Sorry, my end step.
And I will attempt to break.
All right, on my own end step, I'll cast a Dress Down. That's going to shut down the Keen Duelist potentially.
I had 1 card, I think.
You draw from
No,
the
that
mark.
was the. Yeah, sorry. This one.
Yeah.
With the no mana.
Sure.
It's like 30 years. Yeah, no.
So hold on.
Has no ability, so just a 2-2.
Yeah, but 1 second.
So another trigger. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I don't know why I'm scrying.
So.
Yeah, let's go.
On your end step, it's going to lose combat.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Untap. There's no nothing between untap and upkeep, right?
Just straight to upkeep.
Yeah, you can't cast spells or do anything on upkeep.
Can I just see the exact text?
I mean on untap. It just goes straight to upkeep.
To me. Oh, to you. Okay.
Keen Duelist's ability will be skipped this time. The dress down was pretty good. Audrey has managed to keep himself from dying to these Keen Duelists. Controlling everything.
Years old. She's the beginning of the program, right? I mean, sometimes she's done, it'll be like more, like, yeah, it's or whatever. But it's like not, it does run this gamut, like, I don't know. It's like just something you're doing. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, do I choose?
Yeah,
Trying to figure this out. The Wandering Emperor at 2 loyalty. Tamio has a Possum counter on it. Dress down goes away at end of turn. Alright, just gonna pass. Dress down goes away. Wandering Emperor will make a samurai. Tamio attacks, makes a clue. Brainstorm.
We have 2 cards left.
Gonna force a Will of Brainstorm here. Looks like it. Force pitching Sink It to Stupor. Brainstorm is countered. Humility. Oh, man. Ouch.
Yep.
Okay. Accept your full mark.
Took a hit to the head. Do you remember? No? Partner discards.
Oh. Force a Will on the Brainstorm. And then Audrey slams Humility. A likely game-winning Humility.
Yu-Gi-Oh too.
No.
Put a +1/+1 counter here.
I'm not judging. I'm also kind of been getting into Yu-Gi-Oh. So.
Everybody has a beginning.
So now 1/1s with
two.
That's true. I'll literally play anything.
Yeah, I take 4.
I'm not picking.
Attacking for 4 with Tamio and the Samurai. Gonna sack a clue now. Audrey's still the Monarch, obviously. Gonna draw off that.
Not yet.
Yeah, you
Don't test me.
Sitting on this stuff.
All right, GG's. Audrey gets it. Controls everything. And Humility, everybody. Did they test Humility for 1v1? Does anybody know? Is there like an article I can read about that or something? Seems like the card was a mistake. I don't know. The play patterns. I don't like it. Yeah, Audrey should go to the casino after that. Audrey got lucky, had it all. Didn't deserve it. And I don't know. I don't know what else there really is to say. Not the result we wanted, right? Not the result anyone saw coming. Yeah. Magic the Gathering. Good old Magic the Gathering. Okay. Let's set up another poll for the chat. Which match next? Your options will be Breakfast versus Rug Beanstalk, or Omnitel versus Jeskai Control, or Cloud Post versus Mystic Forge, or Miracles versus Omnitel, or Omnitel versus Teamer Delver. 1 minute. Get your vote in. We saw Mystic Forge appear on stream earlier. Our Discord server is up on your screen. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. That's where we're hanging out. We're talking about our deck lists. We're talking about testing for events. We're talking about all the spoilers of new sets. We have a marketplace. We have a webcam legacy league with players playing all over the world against each other at all hours, and you can spectate. We have people talking about pre-modern. We have people showing off their collections. We have people picking up Blacker Lotuses. Join the Discord if you're not in the Discord. That's where we are. That's where you can ask us questions and stuff. Almost out of time on this poll. Close vote. Lots of votes on this one. Can you join even if you just started playing the format? Absolutely yes. Do I think Blacker Lotus has a deck in Legacy? Yes. Unban Blacker Lotus. Mr. Varga contributed 4,500. We're doing Breakfast versus Rug Beans up next. Let's do it. Diving in.
The championship. Pyro?
Here, take the one.
9 or 10.
Yeah, I think that was the same one they gave out the year that they gave out. That real question.
9. I'll go first.
Yeah, I'll say you. Are we gonna draw?
Hurry up.
I can't change it, right?
Well, it doesn't really matter today, but if you're playing like in a monthly or something, you want to do 0-0 so you don't mess up your
My
game
breakers.
wins.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're going to intentionally draw, always plug in 0-0 as your game score. Don't put 1-1 for intentional draw. PSA on that. Whoa. Something fell on my mic. Players getting ready to go.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
See you. I'm going to keep as well.
Okay, sounds like both players kept 7. Should be a good game. Meticulous Archive, Surveil.
I'll leave that on top. Go ahead.
Up the Beanstalk. Hot in Legacy right now. A lot of people talking about this card, that card. Up the Beanstalk is back. And Sam's take on it, a teamer build, which we've seen a few times on stream recently, is really cool. It is packed with removal, some creative card choices. Now a Shuko. No access to blue mana at the moment for Yosef, though. What does that mean? Okay, Misty Rainforest passed a turn. We have yet to see any of the dragon skin fetches on stream. Is anyone watching pick those up? Another Shuko off a Saga now.
I'm going to step. I'm going to go to 19 and get Thunder.
I believe Sam's deck list is posted in our Discord. I believe so. Can't remember off the top of my head, but if you go to the deck list channel of our Discord server, especially if you check the pinned post there, you'll see some recent lists from our live streams. A lot of the players that you see playing on the channel are also hanging out in the Discord, answering questions and posting their lists.
On top.
All right, a Scalding Tarn dumped into the graveyard with Thundering Falls. Any Sultai Beans on stream yet? Yeah, we've had Sultai Beans on stream a few times recently. I don't remember if we saw Rakshasa's Bargain yet. I just don't remember if I saw that in person or on stream. But it's out there, and we'll be seeing it for sure. Deck looks legit. Urza Saga ticks up to 2 on Yosef's side now. Okay, Cavern on Wizard. Equipping Cephalid Illusionist with Shuko. Sam might be responding to that. Couldn't counter it on the way down, but we could see a bolt get fired off here potentially. That is the move. Lightning Bolt. Trigger. Force of Will. Thassa's Oracle. Ooh, okay. Thassa's Oracle dumped to the yard. Quickly. Is Rakshasa's Bargain on the watch list? You know what? We haven't updated the watch list yet, but we're going to think about putting it on there. What cards are on the watch list right now, chat? Force Pitching Daze, trying to protect the Illusionist and protect the combo. All right, Force of Will pitching Lorien revealed will protect the Lightning Bolt, and Cephalid Illusionist is removed. We still get another trigger. Thassa's Oracle is in the graveyard. I don't think Sam has anything to interact with the graveyard here in game 1.
Wasteland Cavern of Souls.
Okay, Wasteland goes right after Cavern of Souls. Not worried about Urza Saga at the moment. Here's Murktide. It's going to be a 5/5.
Thank you. Just 2 of them.
Oh,
3. Go.
Well, these tempo players will waste you, daze, counter your thing, and then slam a Murktide. That's what they do. Sam's doing it. Urza Saga's going to float a mana and search.
Yeah.
There's never any time here to make a construct. Is this just a fail to find? I guess so.
How many Shukos can you possibly play?
I can play a full 4.
You can play up to 4.
Rishid and Pizza wondering if this dragon is on the watch list. You know what? Murktide should be on the watch list, I think. It's a personal attack on me that they printed this card, Murktide Region.
5.
Wizards of the Coast doesn't care about us. They don't like me.
Going over those 3 lands really.
All right, Murktide continues to swing for 5. Yosef's only land in play as a basic plains. One of the best ways to attack these breakfast decks is to attack their mana. Now a Wasteland getting tapped. Lorien reveal, that's pretty good.
Go.
All right, scooping it up. Game 1 goes to Sam. Magic Ads wondering if I have seen the card Murktide. I have seen it. Bowmaster is on the watch list. The Legacy panel needs to deliberate on Murktide as soon as possible. Yeah, the Legacy panel of experts needs to do something.
Play.
Okay, Yosef has kept 7.
Yeah.
All right, Shuko again.
I haven't tried it.
Satale has arrived. Says 90s MTG so much better than MTGO. Okay, I don't know if that's an insult or what. How good are we? I don't know. Magic Hat says Legacy panel is going to be brought over from the Pauper. Oh, no.
Yep.
Has anyone watching seen with their own eyes a person or two people playing a game of Pauper? Like, have you ever seen that before? I don't know if anyone's ever seen it, though. Like, we hear about it, but we don't see it with our own eyes. I don't know that it exists.
Got Thunder and Falls.
Voodoo Game says not once. Where's all the pop? Who's playing Pauper? I don't know. Where are they playing Pauper? Yeah, like someone in the chat says I play Pauper, but has anyone seen you playing Pauper though?
Trigger.
If you have photographic evidence of people playing Pauper, please post it in our Discord server. I want to see it. No AI pictures though. Real photos. Preferably with a 35 millimeter. If you have Pauper firing in your area, please bring a disposable camera and take a picture of it. Get it developed, scan it, and post it in our Discord server so I can see the Pauper happening.
13.
I just don't believe it. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, here's Nadu. It's the bird, everybody. Nadu Winged Wisdom, a mistake, unlike Chains of Mephistopheles, unlike Animate Dead, unlike the Tabernacle at Pendrell Vale, Show and Tell, Sneak Attack, Grim Monolith. Power Blast. All right, it gets blown up. Another Nadu was found off the Nadu trigger, which is funny. If possible, Sam might go after this cavern.
I'm going to step off and cast this brainstorm.
End step brainstorm. Yeah, Nadu is an honest magic card. Dr. Pepper says my girlfriend plays Pauper, but she goes to a different school. Interesting. Interesting. AJ Potato says I saw a Pauper game at a dive bar once. Okay. AJ Potato claiming to have seen Pauper be played once.
The Wasteland, always Cavern of Souls.
All right, going right after Cavern. I like it. Blowing it up might make it more difficult to get that Nadu resolved again.
Ace. Targeting Tundra.
Okay, upkeep casting Ice on Tundra.
I'll make a construct response.
Okay, Yosef will make a construct in response to that.
Yep.
Probably going to find the other Shuko here, I guess.
Yeah. You took 3 though, you're at 15?
Six.
6 cards in Sam's hand. Ghost Vacuum. Okay.
This is tied by this is scrubbing savannah. Yeah. Bizarre. Yeah. This is second grass. I'll see you. Grass.
Another Tundra, no access to mana that could cast Nadu at the moment. Nomads and Core.
3.
Oh, exile. Yes, it would be. Pyroblast.
Yeah, I think Pyroblast is the right choice here, trying to prevent large Murktide regions if possible with the Ghost Vacuum. Activating it on Yosef's turn. There's not going to be any reanimating or anything like that, just trying to clear the graveyard, and potentially later on in this game we could see a Ghost Vacuum get sacked and make some spirits with wacky abilities like Furies.
Play cover.
Carpet of Flowers not too bad here at all. Okay, Force of Will pitching Nadu. Sure, Sam's happy to see that Nadu get pitched to Force. Carpet of Flowers is countered. As far as we know now, Yosef is Nadu'd out at the moment. No Nadu's available that we know of, I think.
I'm going to attempt to cast Pyro. Exiling a Simian Spirit back.
It's a construct equipped with a Shuko, Nomads and Core. Still have to be careful to not get comboed here. A Cephalid Illusionist off the top could be trouble, potentially. Ghost Vacuum could also potentially, depending on the situation, protect the combo for Yosef. If, for example, Sam tries to surgical a Narcomoeba during the milling of the deck or something like that. There are some situations Ghost Vacuum could potentially be helpful in that way. A little bit less likely, but it could happen.
I have 2 now. I have land and
It's not usual that someone would go after Narcomoeba like that, but could happen. It's a possibility. Alright, so Ghost Vacuum untaps now, along with everything else. Probably going to start attacking. I believe that's attack for 5, right? The construct will be a fast clock. Brainstorm now.
Control may search for a library for the basic knowledge of fields without attack. And then it also says creatures without flying can't block stuff. That's not the one. So I have sorcery, enchantment, land, and you have.
No signs of up the beanstalk yet on Sam's side. The card really can build a big advantage over the course of a game if you have up the beanstalk and just keep playing 5 mana spells. It pretty quickly gets to a point where you can't overcome their card advantage. At least not with the deck like what Yosef is up to. Beanstalk decks play a pretty nice long game. And Sam's deck, I played against Sam with this deck a few times. It's just packed with removal. It's probably going to be difficult to combo just for that reason. Alright, drinking the graveyard with Ghost Vacuum a little bit more. Scalding Tarn gets cracked. Maybe going to find Hedge Maze here. Surveil.
It's equal to power, right?
Yeah.
Trigger.
It's a good one.
I'm gonna put this much header in the graveyard.
Okay, Murktide dumped to the graveyard. Death from Above with a great question. Do you think they'll ever print a Planeswalker land? It could happen. What would it be, though? I don't know. Something like Gaia? It just is like a land. I don't know. But how can land travel through between the planes? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, maybe something like Zalfir. That's a very... very interesting. Very interesting.
Can I cast up the Beanstalk?
Up the Beanstalk, just hit the stack. Yeah, it would probably be from Zendikar. Oh, they apparently did, but it's a test card. One of those, like, black and white. If you find the name of it, definitely post it here or in our Discord. I'm curious.
Trigger.
There are a lot of those test cards now, right? I think they make them for the conventions or whatever now. I haven't really kept track of those, but every time I see one of those test cards, the abilities are really creative and interesting.
I will sacrifice this into 12.
Fetching now with Scalding Tarn. Renin 1. Okay. Land Planeswalker. Loyalty 1. Obviously just gets played as a land. +1, add green. Till end of turn. -1, create a squirrel. -4, get an emblem at the beginning of pre-combat. Add green for each creature you control. That's actually a really cool card. And seems like totally reasonable to make as a real card. I don't know about the power level, but as far as like the way it functions. Is that card broken? I don't even know. Is that card completely broken? Or is it fair? If they printed that card in Modern Horizons 4 or whatever, would that break Legacy? I don't think so.
Just cast this ground seal.
Oh, I guess it's not legendary.
Right now, you're casting it, but like, I guess you can go like, give me hands.
Does that stop? That doesn't stop Murktide, right?
Like at the same time, like I don't
Your deck does, I guess.
And I can't.
Yeah, Ground Seal does not stop Murktide, but Ghost Vacuum would be shut off. Dread Return would be shut off. Memory's Journey would be shut off. Ground Seal pretty interesting here. Now Fury pitching Fire Ice, Trigger the Beans. Gonna try and clear these creatures.
And Fury comes into play. I'll deal 3-1.
Alright, so Nomad's Core will save itself. The Construct dies. Another Fury pitching Bolt. Wow. Alright, all 4 damage will be dealt to Nomads this time. It has nowhere else to transfer the damage to. So, double Fury kills the Construct and the Nomads. Ground Seal is pretty good here. Is that true, Aquinas? I'm pretty sure Planeswalkers have to be legendary in order to have the legendary stuff. I think there are now non-legendary Planeswalkers, right?
That's so bad.
Like when you casualty the Obnixilis that copies itself. The second one is not legendary. Isn't that how that works? I don't know. I'd have to reread it. But I'm pretty sure there are non-legendary planeswalkers. There's also, I think, the Wandering Emperor. One version of that wasn't legendary. Or there was like a colorless planeswalker that was like I don't know. Non-legendary?
Yes.
It was just like a generic planeswalker.
When you put it like that, I'm usually counting on it, you're just run away with it. It's just like an obvious combination.
Does anybody have any idea what I'm talking about? Aquinas is a judge in the chat, but I think I'm going to push back here. I think planeswalkers have to be legendary in order to have the legendary stuff. Am I right on that or am I wrong? Someone let us know. We need another opinion.
Island cycle.
All right, Power Blast blows up to Fairy. Now island cycling finds a volcanic island.
Yes.
Yeah, most Planeswalker cards are legendary. But not all. I'm pretty sure there are non-legendary Planeswalkers. Okay, Akalith says there are 2, and they're both mystery booster cards. Okay. Nadu's going to resolve. It's going to equip itself with Shuko. Big plays. Source of Plowshares found, along with a Scalding Tarn. Now Nomads and Core. Sam's in trouble.
Is the spell on count?
Okay, Force of Will and Nomads and Core found now. Yosef's going to be going off a bit here.
Fine, but like honestly,
All right, we figured it out. You can control multiple copies of Ren and 1, a card that's not even tournament legal. We figured it out. Solving the important problems on today's stream.
If the deck can run it, it can come into play.
Thanks for looking that up, Aquinas.
if you use that to resolve it, you'll need 5.
Take my draw step.
That worries is that's like an implement, you just like like wait.
Yeah, maybe it's just Mystery Booster and playtest cards, then have the non-legendary Planeswalkers. Or maybe there was an Alchemy card. I don't even remember. I like that Ren and 1 card, though. That card looked cool. Now another Lorien reveal, Trigger the Beans. Going to do the Nomads and Core Nadu thing in response here. Finding lands. Carpet of Flowers. Cephalid Illusionist, which of course is a combo piece.
But the sage you can only add mana to an instant sorcery, right? You can't add it to any other spell.
You're never using that card.
I remember that card being one of that summer blue modern.
Okay, Lorien revealed his counter. Still draw off the beans.
The deck is like, it's like such a slow.
All right, Sam scoops it up. Buried in card advantage from the Nadu Nomads and Core combo. Moving on to game 3.
That boy, you probably already.
Okay.
No, if it's good at all, but it's kind of fun.
Only if you let me.
So now Sam will be on the play. Ran in 1. Yeah, I like that card. I'd have to read it again. I have one mystery booster card in my cube, one of those playtest cards, but it's the black card, Call from the Grave from I believe the Chandelar game back in the day. Weird card. Those mystery booster cards feel very cubable, though. One card on the bottom for Yosef. Turn 1, Carpet of Flowers. Yeah, Akalith suspicious that it would be even playable. the Ren and 1 card we were talking about earlier. A ponder on turn 1 here for Yosef. Sounds like the players are laughing. Is there something funny happening?
That's acceptable.
Mr. Bip says, mystery booster cards give me the feeling of when Magic was new to me. So many possibilities. Yeah, in this age of Magic, this kind of like chapter we're in right now, where some of the longtime players are talking about their product fatigue or whatever. One of the coolest things about Magic is that you can see cards you never saw before. So I think they've turned up the dial and made more cards than we can keep track of, and I think in the end, I'm very happy with the result. Play a card at Legacy FNM, and opponent has to read it. Oh, this card is cool. I've never seen this card. That comes up a lot more now than it ever did. And that, for me personally, is a lot of what makes Magic fun. I don't want to know all the cards. Like I don't want to have them all memorized. I know I joke about that a lot on stream, but new cards to me don't have to be from the new set. They could be cards I forgot about from a long time ago, or, oh, I didn't see this card from, you know, Bloomborough Commander. It actually is pretty good. I like it. I might test it in my deck. That kind of thing. I love that.
That is? Nobody does.
Apparently, a lot of people do.
I know.
I'm going to put this brainstorming in the graveyard.
Yeah, and it's a good feeling, right? When you find a card you've never seen before in Legends of the Dark. I love that feeling.
I'll add a green.
Ooh, a green?
Earl?
Yeah, that's
Wasteland. Ooh.
Wasteland blows up Urza Saga. It is gone.
I excel at brainstorm.
Yep.
Yeah, there are some new cards that do have a lot of text, though, and it could be a little bit exhausting, I'll admit, sometimes to read card after card after card and not know what all of them do. Like, I remember when the initiative cards were new, people were like, so how does the dungeon work, and what does the dungeon do, and reading the dungeon, and it got to be a lot. But once everybody kind of read it through once or twice, it was fine. But that I remember playing, I was in Seattle, actually, the first time I played against an initiative deck. Played against Mr. Lee. And I remember being so, like, overwhelmed, like, what is happening right now? But I walked away feeling like that was cool. It was that weird time period before Baldur's Gate, I guess, was on MTGO. I hadn't even seen the initiative cards at that point.
So I have a blue floating. I'm going to cast my Region.
Murktide Region, folks.
So trigger gets 1 power.
Force of Will, pitching Brainstorm.
Trigger.
Murktide got countered by a Force of Will. Sam's now going to ponder. There's a Ghost Vacuum on Yosef's side. We'll continue to keep chipping away at the graveyard. Sam could probably fill it up and Murktide again before Ghost Vacuum can handle everything that gets dumped in there. But have you ever seen someone use the 6-cost ability on Vacuum yet on stream? I don't remember that ever happening, actually. I don't remember that ever happening on our streams.
I feel like you just having all the mana in the world doesn't truly matter to me.
Meticulous Archive, Surveil. Real Bad Texas just got off a board meeting call with Wizards of the Coast shareholders. They did confirm initiative wasn't a mistake, but they will be banning Murktide Regent. Very interesting. Big developments coming in the chat.
Do you wanna tell us when we're at time?
How much time was even left? I don't even know.
Like 12-ish minutes, maybe.
All right, I'll
Does
set
that
a timer
sound
for
okay
10
to you, Joseph?
Yeah, that's fine. Go.
All right, we lost the round timer here. There were about 12 minutes left in the round.
Listen, you can have all the mana in the world. I can't do nothing about it.
Is it game 3?
Yeah.
So Tail says an opponent used Ghost Vacuum's ability, got Nadu and Nomads. You know what? You deserved it, Satel, it sounds like.
I hate it, yeah.
Lorien revealed with Beanstalk trigger pretty good. You're welcome.
Always send.
Which one?
The Tundra.
Okay, Tundra gets blown up.
Go to combat.
Sure.
I'll go to discard.
I'll exile your Lorien too.
Discarding this. Discard this thing. Go ahead.
Well, we're at the discarding to hand size stage of this game right now, where Sam just discarded a Volk to hand size. With Carpet of Flowers and up the Beanstalk, quite a bit ahead right now. But as most of you know, the Breakfast deck is capable of comboing off through quite a bit of disruption. Potentially, Yosef's still in this game at this point. But it'll slip away in time. The longer this game goes. Another up the Beanstalk is a bad sign. Yeah, maybe we'll see a Cactuar on 90s MTG get swords. You know, the Final Fantasy card, I don't know anything about Final Fantasy, but the cards look really cool.
Sure. I'll exile some Ponder, I guess. I'll fetch.
Yep. Doing a little bit of graveyard maintenance with the Ghost Vacuum. Yosef's going to fetch here. Getting a Hedge Maze to surveil. Beans, Carpet. Sam's in a good position.
The odds of this resolve is negative.
Yeah, how many Final Fantasy cards can trigger Beanstalk?
I'll try to cast some baby Teferi.
All right, Teferi Time Raveler hitting the stack here. Let's get Pyroblasted. Aurelia is excited for the new villain, new artwork. Yeah, the artwork for the new Final Fantasy set looks cool as well. Brainstorm now for Sam.
I'll play that land.
I don't know. Sam's just like, I don't know what to do.
Go.
Yoster's making land drops, though. The dog said I had someone cast Carpet of Flowers on me for the first time in forever at the LGS the other night. Still game-changing. Yeah, this card is good. Still one of the best older sideboard cards in Magic. Got Pyroblast, Hydroblast, as far as sideboard cards. Choke, Carpet of Flowers, Null Rod. What are some of the like really old sideboard cards? Strictly sideboard. Never see them in the main. Serenity, I guess. I mean, occasionally you'll see like a powder keg or something like that.
I will play
Chains of Mephistopheles. Meltdown here and there. Don't see Meltdown much recently, but yeah.
delving these. So 2 instants and sorceries.
All right, Murktide Regent.
2 triggers on the beans.
Later, guys. Good night. Bye, Chris.
Good
See
night.
you later, bud. Actually, no, it results.
Hither flux.
I'll play a land for turn.
Drop of honey. Don't see that one much anymore. It's out there though. I guess occasionally there'll be like a Maze of Ith in the sideboard, although that is also commonly in the main. Serrated arrows. You know what? I want the meta to work out in such a way where serrated arrows is playable. Force of Will, pitching Fire Ice, trigger the beans twice.
Good.
Yeah.
Felden's Cane.
I do have to.
I'll wasteland.
Tormod's Crypt you'll see sometimes. Tormod's Crypt, Ensnaring Bridge.
Go ahead.
Those are some old favorites.
I'll take my turn. I'll add 3 red.
Did we name a card from every color at this point? I guess we did.
City and Charmaw, 2 triggers.
City and Charmaw. Don't see this card much in Legacy.
This one is not basics, right?
Yeah.
Not basics, sure.
Hell yeah, Hercule's Recall's a good one.
I'll float it. Do I get something or?
Back to Basics. There's a good one. Great. Forgot about that one.
Actually, this isn't my graveyard. I'm sorry.
I think our discussion for the last 2 minutes proves that power creep isn't real.
As hard as you want to prevent me from hard casting or paying 6 mana
Good,
for
I
this
counter that.
Murktide.
What power creep?
Yeah. Second.
Still got freaking Back to Basics in sideboards.
And then I will go to my end step. I think I have to go to discard.
I'll just exit.
All right, Sam's going to discard again. Ghost Vacuum will be activated before that. Easy Master, thank you for the sub with Prime. Appreciate it.
And get the Mystic Sanctuary trigger. Trigger Force of Will. Sure.
Mystic Sanctuary is going to put Force of Will on top of the deck. Virtue's Ruin, I don't think I've seen that one in a while. Used to see Dread of Night in Legacy sometimes. Not anymore, though. Maybe Peacekeeper.
Yep.
A Braid was first in Amonkhet, Hour of Devastation, so not that old. Maybe 2015 to 16, something like that.
I'll add.
A Braid is pretty new, relative to the cards we've been talking about.
I'll cast Murktide Region. Like this.
Another Murktide.
5, 6, 7. 3 instants or sorceries. 2 triggers on the beans. 2 trigger. 3 triggers.
Yosef declares, I am dead. GG's. Beanstalk, everybody. Gets the match. GG's. Yosef's been on quite a tear with this breakfast deck, though, at the locals. Cephalid Breakfast very much alive at the NYC events. I've been joking around in our Discord that I keep losing to it. But it's only supposed to be 3% of the meta. Don't forget. We'll be live again tomorrow. Same place, same time. Be here tomorrow. More Legacy. Stick around for a raid. And I'll see everybody soon. Peace out.